that finance transformation is for me actually much more what is in the brain of our people, what goes on in the mind of our people.
We are the only one that can really step back and look objectively at this. So I think that alone earns a seat as anything.
If we involve in complex business transformation, it's also important to dissect the transformation journey into phases that people can appreciate, phases that can be executed, phases that where success can be celebrated.
You know, the function has to sit on the driving seat to drive the business forward to make these important aspects with them. The finance function has a firm-wide view. It is a privileged position, and you're the best person to lead any firm-wide initiatives.
What I see a business partner really doing is being at front and centre of the organisation, providing insights in order to drive opportunities to really deliver the strategy.
The effective communication. This is one area which I strongly feel finance has to step up their game tremendously. There are countless times I've seen slides, presentations which are Excel snapshot, which is finance has been. The point here is whenever you present or communicate any business message, communicate with a story with which your audience can connect.
It is sort of long haul, right? Strategy and implementation of financial services. So we, as finance leaders, what we need to do is to try to anticipate forward as much as possible so that we can then take steps to mitigate it, to explore the how and by when can we do that, because we want to do this as fast as we can.
So when we say procure to pay, we are really now talking with the upstream people.
In the first 5 years itself, we actually will be more on transactional focus, and then the next 7 years, which is after the 2011, where we focus much, we're changing ourselves to value focus. Yeah, so we're moving up the value chain.
The corporate finance is the part whereby we start to look into and see whether we can migrate this scope into shared service, and we have really embarked on this journey.
Because the business is actually evolving very fast, and that's where there's a lot of demand that, what can the shared services do next?
For me, still live and transform will be the best process to have.
Continuous improvement has always been part of the culture.
We stress a lot on project management, and we train many of our own people to be project managers. So this was again another one of the projects that we did. So we told everyone, to get your tools, come and participate in projects.
To come to these questions, two things will happen to you. Why I say two things? Either the board give you a hard target, right? Or you set the target. How would you know what you have said is the correct account? Right? That's where the benchmarking comes in.
So for me, finance in the 21st century starts with asking the right questions by understanding what is the role of business in society. All of those things that we take for granted have a cost. Where is the full accounting? So I think finance has to move forward rather than just simply looking at fraudulent activities of Wall Street, the banks, etc., but looking more at the principal issues of how do we account for our goods and services, and therefore, where do our margins come from?
We have set up a tax center of excellence, for example, to handle end-to-end tax preparation work, as well as the filing of corporation tax, with the local tax authorities here in Malaysia, for example. We also set up a financial reporting center of excellence to take care of statutory accounts preparation, as well as filing. And we also have teams doing consolidation of accounts on behalf of the divisions and the businesses. So these are some of the value-add services that we currently offer for finance tower.
In Shell, you use an acronym called ESSA, E-S-S-A. You eliminate, then you standardize, you simplify, and then you automate. And the point where you move the shared services is the point after you have eliminated the processes and you standardize. And you let the shared services to do the rest of the simplification and automation.
You know, from 2004 until 2017, Malaysia remains the number 3 location for global business services. There's around about 100,000 people in the industry. There are over 250 companies, of which the estimate is about 45 dedicated finance shared services organizations.
Make sure that your UAT scripts are comprehensive. We have a license to fail it.
We embarked on a new one, which is optical character recognition together with robotics.
But finance really never left me. But really, if you can make work fun and enriching, and that's when I come to the third point about development as in D-L-E-D, then they will stay with you.
Finance! Hip hip!
Finance! Thank you.
Thank you.